Before we begin the video, please do have a look at my DeviantArt website here also. I have recently begun posting on DeviantArt. I post my sketches there. So if you want to support, click the link in the description box. So please make sure to support my DeviantArt also.
Access granted.
Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe.
At last, after 4 months and 120 days, I have reached One Piece episode 1061. After the conclusion of OG Pokemon anime, I wanted to see some more animes because I was just getting interested more in animes. So I surfed the Google net and searched top animes for 2023. I don't care about the gender because I watch every gender. I saw One Piece, Vinland Saga, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist, Tokyo Revengers. So I planned to watch them one by one. So starting with One Piece, 6th of January 2023, watching the very first episode that itself generated my interest in One Piece. So this video is regarding my whole review of One Piece. It's divided into 2 parts. So the first part will include the character designs, the story arcs, the characters and the voice actors review, and the second part will include the rest of the elements for this review. So in short, this is a final review of One Piece as an anime for whole. So anyways, let's start the video. One Piece has a lot of characters, and so there are a lot of designs, and the character designs, especially Crocodile, Draco Mihawk, Ace, Zoro, Law, Doflamingo, Captain Smoker. That is one of the features that increases the liking of a character and the anime as a whole. And as a graphic designer, we are all aware of the knowledge of character designing, the balance of the face, torso and legs, and how the expressions of the character look. We have knowledge as to how and which design looks better in what aspect. The best character designs show recognizable features like Zoro's green hair and his left eye scar, which I am still unaware of. What did happen during this time skip? Ace's tattoos, Ace's hat, Doflamingo's goggles, Crocodile's smoking, and blunt expressions, etc. Although there are many designs which are unnatural and distorted and over-exaggerated, the time-skipped animation might have more detail for the characters, but the original designs, it was created especially for a year like 1999 when there was no as technology as 2023. There are literally more than 30 arcs in this 1000 episode anime series, and every arc has its own ups and downs, but one thing is common: if almost every arc has got a major point in the future episodes, and most of them are executed pretty nicely. The introduction to Going Merry in the Syrup Village arc, Nico Robin joining the crew after the Arabasta arc, Straw Hats learning new movesets during NA's Lobby arc, and even after the time skip, Ace and Whitebeard dying in the Marineford arc, the 7 Warlords of the Sea, Buggy the Clown introduced. The only negative is that some of these arcs are pretty inconsistent in timing. Like some of the arcs are just 10 episodes long, and some are more than 100 episodes, especially Dressrosa and the Wano arc 3. I mean, you gotta have equal timing for all the arcs, a consistent timing. There's an inconsistency problem here, to be honest, in my view. And some of the arcs are even dull or decent at most if we go by the positive side, like the Syrup Village arc. My favorite ones are One Arlong Park arc, because first of all it reflects the insights of Nami's past. It's a pretty major point in her character development and her officially joining the Straw Hats crew, and also about Long, who is a great villain. I love these sort of villains. He's got a very cool voice, he's got an extremely great expressions for a villain, plus the action sequence is absolutely cool in that arc. And it's another one of my favorite arcs is, what was that? The Crocodile arc, the Arabasta arc I mean. The wall with the Princess 𝗣𝗜𝗘𝗖𝗘 and stopping the time bomb and defeating Crocodile. Absolute cool arc for me. The Romance Dawn arc is one of my favorites too, because it's the starting of One Piece. It's a kind of habit with me that I like the starting of every anime series. Maybe it's the first episode or the first arc or the segment. It's the first that I like in every arc. Marineford arc is one of the best arcs of all time. It has the most heartbreaking moment, and significantly seeing Luffy cry for the very first time I think, and the war between the Whitebeard pirates, the warlords, 𝗣𝗜𝗘𝗖𝗘 and the Navy government, and even the Blackbeard pirates appear in the end. Every arc has its own negative and positive, so that is my view on the arcs. And it also before we quit this one, the times after the time skip animation is pretty good. Is actually pretty good. For the characters, I'll be counting only the Straw Hats because there are tons of characters in One Piece. I cannot give a review of them every single one. Some of them are pretty small characters in 1000 episodes, so I'll just give the view of Straw Hats as characters because they are the main characters who are present for all the 1000 episodes and have the main effect in this series. So first of all, I really appreciate the writers that they gave every one of the Straw Hats, especially one already assigned role to every one of them. Whether it's Luffy being the captain or the rubber man with powers, whether it's Roronoa Zoro being a sportsman, whether it's Smoke Sanji being the great cook and fighter, and whether it's Usopp being the Sniper King, Chopper being the doctor, Nami being the navigator, Nico Robin being the archaeologist, Frankie being the shipwright, and Brook being the musician, and Jinbei being the healthman. Let's face it, just like in real life, even in movies or animes, you need to see every character having a major role in that movie. Obviously, every character needs to make their existence felt in the movie. So about the characters and my personal view about the characters. First of all, Luffy is my favorite character. He's probably got the most development in this series. I really like his like that the writers made him look so dumb and stupid and dull. But during the action sequence, he becomes even stronger than the John Cena or The Rock or Mike Tyson. So Roronoa Zoro is my second favorite character. Personality wise, he's powerful, he's serious looking, he's not afraid. But the only lacking thing, he's a great swordsman too, but the only negative thing is he's a bit lazy and he's got a very poor sense of direction. Smoke Sanji is cool too, and he's an excellent cook. His personality seems very good and he's a great fighter also. The only negative I think is his perverted personality, which keeps him just below Zoro for me. I like Frankie too. He's a pretty cool guy. He's got an awesome English dub voice and he's got a very cool personality, carefree. And negative point about it, the negative one mostly about after the time skip, his appearance kind of seemed dull for me. But Frankie's role is actually one of the most important ones in the Straw Hats because he was the one who designed the Thousand Sunny. And Brook is a funny character. He's an excellent musician, but again, he's a pretty funny character too, so that adds to an advantage. But the only negative thing is, just like Sanji, he's got a perverted personality too. And plus, you definitely need a calm and cool music when you're going on a very long, hardcore journey. Chopper is actually one of my least favorite characters, not gonna lie. He's a good doctor, and his role is also one of the very important ones because you're in a hardcore journey. Anyone can fall sick at any time, so a doctor is a necessity everywhere. My another plus point is that Chopper's sense of smell is another advantage that can track down anything, so steroids cannot easily get lost. The only negative is that the negatives are that Chopper's a pretty coward. Reindeer. And his English dub voice is pretty cringy. Sniper King Usopp is, I think he's okay, not very bad, not very good. He's he's in between. But his sniper ability is pretty good. He's a coward though, so that brings down the tone. And rest all that's it's okay. He's a bit funny character too, so a bit of advantage there. Nico Robin is fine. She's cool. She's cool-headed. She's very intelligent and loves to read the books. And her ability is also one of the most useful one. It can save the steroids anytime, even from the jet, just by picking from that unusual position. Nami, no, pretty violent, pretty good, violent and hot-headed personality. I kind of hate that she always beats up her crewmates. I mean, okay, we get it. They act sometimes stupid, but it kind of seems overused a lot of times. Nami is not the most intelligent either, but she's a good navigator, and she's also a money-obsessed person. I don't like money-obsessed persons, to be honest. Persons who keep money over everything. I don't like them. According to them, money is their whole life, which is definitely just not. But on the other hand, she's a good navigator, not gonna lie. She's got the log post, and she can guide pretty well, and her role is one of the most important ones too, so that the steroids cannot get stuck in the middle of journey. Jinbei is a pretty cool fish, man. As much as I've seen, Jinbei is pretty selfless. He's got utmost loyal respect, whether it's for the Straw Hats or it was for his old crew. I kind of like Jinbei, okay. And he's a pretty level-headed person, which kind of adds to an advantage.